She fed 4 homeless quadruplets every single day, and 10 years later, they came back to find her as billionaires. Part 2. One luxury car after another appeared at the end of the street, slowly driving in with a presence so powerful that the whole place fell silent. Pedestrians stopped walking. Street vendors leaned forward to look. Even Daisy stood there frozen in shock. The cars came to a smooth stop in front of Sarah's little food stand. Sarah stepped back in fear, clutching her old apron tightly, her heart racing, unable to understand what she had done to attract something like this. The engines shut off, and the silence around them felt like a church. 4 car doors opened at the same time, and 4 young men in their 20s stepped out. They were tall, sharp, dressed in perfect suits, with shoes polished as brightly as the cars themselves. They stood there, holding back their emotions as they looked around the street. Sarah stared at them, and her heart began to pound harder and harder. A strange sense of familiarity rushed through her, rising from her feet straight into her chest. Their faces, the way they walked, all of it felt like it was waking up a memory buried for years. The man in front walked toward her and gently looked at her wrinkled face. Then, in a low voice, he said, "Hello, Mom." Sarah's whole body started trembling. She could not get a single word out. Then the man reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, faded piece of cloth. Everyone held their breath. It was the exact piece she had torn from her apron years ago to wrap Noah's wound. Sarah covered her mouth with both hands, tears bursting from her eyes, and called out his name in a shaking voice. Noah. The man nodded, his own eyes red. The other 3 young men stepped forward as well and dropped to their knees in front of her, choking out their names: Liam, Mason, Eli. The entire street exploded in shock. No one could believe that the 4 little boys who had once trembled with hunger had returned like kings. They told Sarah that after the storm, a kind stranger had seen them sharing the bread she gave them. Moved by their discipline and dignity, that person took them in and raised them. They fought their way forward through life, and all along, it was Sarah's kindness that kept them going. It was not that they did not want to come back sooner. They just wanted to wait until they had truly made something of themselves, so they could return with pride and repay her properly. They had never forgotten a single bowl of food she gave them, every smile, every word of encouragement. That gratitude became the force that pushed them forward, and today they had finally come back to keep the promise they made long ago. Under the stunned eyes of Daisy and the whole neighborhood, the 4 brothers held Sarah's hands and told her she would never have to sell rice on the street again. They had already bought her a beautiful shop with a modern kitchen, a strong roof, and a gold sign with her name on it. Sarah cried and shook her head, saying she had only done what anyone should do. But Noah said firmly, "When nobody else could see us, you gave us a reason to keep living. Now it's our turn to take care of you." Then they helped Sarah into the middle car. The soft leather seats and cool air inside stood in painful contrast to all the hardship she had